This is another beautiful day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. This is Albert Saint Sports, and club football has returned. Tiebeko, through the matches, we analyze those matches. We'll give you the odds at the end of the video so that you make sure you invest. Maybe, probably by the end of the week, you might get some small money for the week, coming week. Remember, visit once again, subscribe to the channel, Albert Saint Sports. And then, let's start it from the Italian Serie A. A lot of matches will be played this weekend in the Italian Serie A. And I hope you are waiting for the big match this weekend where AC Milan will be playing at the Giuseppe Meazza at the San Siro against Juventus. Juventus under Thiago Motta has been another good side this season in the Italian Serie A. And then AC Milan didn't start the season too well, which raised a lot of issues about coaching and the issues of Rafael Leao. Then a lot of issues were going on in the Italian or in the AC Milan squad. But the last matches they've played, you could clearly see they are improving. They have some improvement in their setup. AC Milan winning some matches, beating Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. They came in and then they are sit on the Italian Serie A table. This is going to be a very, very difficult match. Both teams would like to win this match because only 1 point is what separates these both teams or these two teams on the table. It will be a bit to me. I win this match now. What me assign young one as a bit to me. I extended the gap on the Serie A table. This makes the match a bit interesting and a bit, competitive in the Italian Serie A this season. And look at the standard of AC Milan in the Italian Serie A. Now, the old ladies of the Italian Serie A, Juventus in the Italian Serie A also. Now, saying that as a more form, and you're consistent, they've not been playing at the best level in the Italian Serie A. But you can't talk of Italian Serie A without Juventus. You can't talk of Italian football without AC Milan. Definitely, these two teams, boy, you can clearly see it's a big match in the Italian Serie A. And it's not easy to predict this match though because AC Milan sometimes can flatter to deceive with Juventus, even though they are inexperienced. Yes, their coach is not an experienced coach in Italy. Yes, last season with Bologna, Thiago Motta, Jumadin with Bologna, which made them to be able to qualify for the Champions League this season. The UEFA Champions League, Bologna are playing the Champions League, but with Juventus, which sometimes they lack that experience in their squad, which are Ehamo. But with the new coach in it, in the AC Milan team, the new coach with the Juventus team. This is the first match I'm about in the Serie A, and we expect this a bit. Sorry, we expect this a bit to me. I mean, a very, very good game. Both teams are a beautiful football. But AC Milan playing at home behind their supporters. No, Italian football. Italian football. We are talking about the supporters. They are the number 12 on the pitch. They will definitely have an impact in this particular game. So I'll give a slight advantage to AC Milan in this particular match. So you can go double chance for AC Milan in this fixture. Now the next match is Hellas Verona versus Inter Milan. Hellas Verona and Inter Milan, you can easily say Inter Milan a favorite based on quality. Hellas Verona a newly promoted side that a qualified bar this season, and they are 14th on the table. Inter Milan were third on the table with 25 points. Fiorentina with 25 points. Lazio with 25 points. Atalanta also with 25 points. So Napoli early the chart with 26 points. It's winning this match. A bit to me, Inter Milan. I'm moving. See my friends, Napoli home. That first on the Italian Serie A table. This makes the match more important and more. An easy win and a match win for Inter Milan. And to me winning this match, I bet me Abuamo so that they'll be able to lead on the table. And then the weekend also, Roma Ebebo, Napoli. And Napoli this season also, and Antonio Conte has been phenomenal. They are on top of the league. And anytime me and Antonio Conte wants to and I'm identifying that Antonio Conte is a league expert. He did it with Chelsea. He did it with Inter Milan. Then now he's at Napoli. Yes, he came to Tottenham, but we know the history of Tottenham Hotspur. To tell which trophy was Tottenham, they're not easy. But with Napoli at this time, after playing 10 matches in the Italian Serie A, they are on top of the table. Even with Inter Milan, you can see how serious Antonio Conte is and how he has been able to manage this Napoli setup. This is a Napoli set team last season want to qualify for an European tournament. With Victor Osimhen and Kiva Kvaratskhelia, they were not able to qualify for the UEFA Champions League slot and any European competition. But with Antonio Conte, with some few inclusions, he has brought Romelu Lukaku. He has also brought Scott McTominay, who was surplus to requirements at Manchester United. And then they say Scott McTominay, you could clearly see the quality of Aquano Eposesi. And that's the handiwork of Papa Efrain Antonio Conte. It's a match, able to make a difficult match. Roma enya a very good season yet, but Omapamu coach and Omodi a certain experience Claudio Ranieri Aba could Aurelio Ranieri able to turn things around for AS Roma now? Because AS Roma here come once under the history of AS Roma. They has been one of the best and one of the competitive clubs in the Italian Serie A. This match, with this, Roma Ebebo away, they will travel to the Diego Armando Maradona Sports Stadium to play Napoli. Me re-establish himself to be able to have a good season. Me attend the season down now. Let's hope in the Claudio Ranieri. But the new coach bounce definitely is going to affect this match because team Bias almost is a coach Biana. Definitely players in now say almost any the coach trust and they give out the best game for themselves. And then I think that the way anything a bit trouble for team my friends in Napoli. And yet with a new coach and with what's in a bit especially Napoli playing at home, with the talent, we can't talk of Italian football without considering the supporters, without considering the home grounds. Napoli definitely start this match as favorites. Now let's move on to the Spanish La Liga. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Celebrating Sports. You subscribe and then you also turn on the post notification bell. We select all when selecting, the notification, when click on the notification bell. So the first match I'm going to talk about is going to be the Atletico Madrid versus Deportivo Alaves match at the Riyadh Metropolitano. Yes, the new stadium for the Atletico Madrid stadium is the Riyadh Metropolitano. And Deportivo Alaves near Atletico Madrid, it's not a big match. With me, I can say Alaves at the end of the day are going to be a difficult threat, or they are going to be a difficult opponent to Atletico Madrid. Yes, Atletico Madrid for now want to me and can't say you can't be more confident when you are trying to defend Atletico Madrid because Diego Pablo Simeone actually said he can't be trusted when it comes to these particular situations. And Deportivo Alaves, especially playing at home there, these are the team and Atletico Madrid team where they've signed a huge quality players this season. They brought in Solot, who was one of the best strikers in the Spanish La Liga last season. They've brought in Conor Gallagher with Julian Alvarez. They already have Antoine Griezmann. They have Koke in the midfield, Rodrigo De Paul in the midfield, Jano Black, and those quality players they have in their possession. And at this match, any match, I'll beat Atletico Deportivo Alaves, beat Atletico Madrid a tough time. But hey, you can't trust this Atletico Madrid team, especially Diego Pablo Simeone. The match you expect Pablo Simeone to go in more attacking, he'll go in defend and concede. That's how this coach is, and that's how he always started to deceive. But hey, Atletico Madrid definitely, I'm proud at the beginning of this match. They are favorite based on the quality and based on the form of Mania this season, especially Alaves for now almost 30 season. They've already lost to Barcelona, they've lost to Real Madrid, and the next big team on ball in the Spanish La Liga is going to be Atletico Madrid. So you can consider Atletico Madrid winning this particular fixture. Now let's move on to the Celta Vigo versus the Barcelona match. Yes, this is a match Barcelona for me. I recover from the defeat now almost so far against Real Sociedad. And then this stadium, one stadium and Barcelona for a struggle to beat to my friends in Celta Vigo. And Celta Vigo is also one team and Barcelona sometimes struggle to beat them. Especially what some experienced players being in the setup. You can talk of Iago Aspas, you can talk of Borja Iglesias. Borja Iglesias from Espanyol to Real Betis has had enough experience in the Spanish La Liga. Anytime we are team Mana almost center forward Borja Iglesias, you could clearly see they are coming in there to cause a havoc. And then they also have some Barcelona former players Barcelona, and when it's time for them to rise up to help their team, and they can do because they have Oscar Mingueza who came from the La Masia. They have Marcos Alonso who was playing for Barcelona the last 2 seasons, and then upon the match Celta Vigo, they set up in the 3 back. I will explain the game plan and how this game is actually going to be in my next video. But hey, this match Barcelona can't afford to lose this match, especially winning 2 matches in a row. They lost to Real Sociedad. Real Madrid, Barcelona are very fortunate that Real Madrid ending a good season, because if Real Madrid was having a good season by now, Barcelona losing 2 matches in the Spanish La Liga, they wouldn't have been on top of the Spanish La Liga table. And then I say Barcelona can't afford to lose this particular match. Yes, Lamine Yamal and Bubi, but just Papa friend say Hansi Smith in the last match now Barcelona against Real Sociedad, because of the absence of Abrante friend say Lamine Yamal, we saw Rafinha on the left, Fermin Lopez on the right, and then Pedro played as a number 10, Frankie de Jong and Marc Casado as the double pivot. And I think in this particular match, Hansi Flick everything I had some changes which I will explain in my next video. So you stay glued and active on my channel. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then you also turn on post notification. But then Real Madrid will be playing against Leganes. It's an easy win for Real Madrid. Yes, this match doesn't need any in-depth and any time to waste on this match. Yes, Real Madrid will be playing away, but they'll be able to win this particular fixture. Now let's move on to the English Premier League, the most exciting, the most competitive and the most attractive league in the world. So the early kickoff tomorrow is going to be Leicester City at the King Power Sports Stadium. They'll be hosting Chelsea. Yes, Leicester City just, qualified to the English Premier League just this season. After they won the English Premier League in 2015, they've not had that good run they had in 2015, which made them go for, they moved, they went down to the relegation, the championship, and then they qualified last season. And the more qualified by, they haven't been good enough, even though more some experience and some players are more experienced in the English Premier League, and the more quality in the you can talk of Jordan Ayew, you can talk of Wilfred Ndidi. We can talk of Jimmy Vardy, and then those players have had enough experience in the English Premier League, but yet qualify by in the English Premier League. They've not been able to show that class that we expected Leicester City, especially what they did in the Championship last season. They were scoring anything left, right, center. They've not been able to replicate that form in the English Premier League this time. It's against Chelsea team. Enzo Maresca at transform team number attractive. And anytime their opponents behind Chelsea they are always scared because Chelsea team there was some key players anytime they have a little spaces more, they'll punish you. Kopama will be fit for this match. We are going to see Moise Caicedo, who is playing a very good season this season for Chelsea. Romeo Lavia will be available. Mark Correa, Nicolas Jackson. We are going to see Pedro Neto, who had a very, very good game against Arsenal. This is going to be a Chelsea team, and then I don't see Chelsea losing this particular match. And Leicester City team, is not a team where Chelsea will struggle because they watch Leicester City right from the championship last season and into this season in the English Premier League. They're a team and they score and they concede. So they create enough spaces and then they leave enough spaces in their defensive line. But with the attackers at Chelsea with Kopama, with Nicolas Jackson, with Pedro Neto, who are very quick in transition, and who just spaces behind defense, now they are definitely going to take advantage of that. If you know any bit more about Chelsea team, with Enzo Maresca, definitely Chelsea beat me and win this particular match at the King Power Sports Stadium. The one, tricky game tomorrow we are going to witness is going to be the Arsenal and the Nottingham Forest game. You know Espirito Santo, every Wolves or Tottenham Hotspur. Now he went to El Etihad, and El Etihad no Nyama and Farmer, so he had to return in the English Premier League. And now coaching Newcastle Nottingham Forest. Before the start of the season, so be 10 is there. Nottingham Forest, will they be able to compete? And after 10 matches, will Nottingham Forest be in a conversation to be in the top 4 in the English Premier League? No one will have said yes to Nottingham Forest. But hey, Ines Espirito Santo, Antonio Elanga, Mone, Hudson Odoi, and Chris Wood have had a very good start of the season now. And then they are on 4th of the English Premier League table. Yes, they are 4th on the English Premier League table. Arsenal are behind Nottingham Forest. Aston Villa are behind Nottingham Forest. Tottenham Hotspur are behind Nottingham Forest. Manchester United are behind Nottingham Forest. These are near mana obia anyone mana or expected. But no Espirito Santo at me building a certain team. They are having a very good season. And Arsenal, they are going to play this against this particular team. And one thing Nottingham Forest, I stand out in the English Premier League this season is how compact their defensive line is. They are not a team who are defending in a high line. You can't tell me say Omo Kwaja, huge spaces behind them. Now take advantage of those spaces. They defend in the low block. If you force a bit to break that defensive line, or you need to do an extra work. So we are expecting the Arsenal we need to create a lot of chances from the back because they are not going to leave spaces for Bukayo Saka, Martinelli to take advantage of them because they have pace, and they are quick in 1v1. They are good in 1v1 to be able to take on their defenders. This is where we need Martin Odegaard. If the Arsenal able to me, I revive you and I say to me, I'm increasing their hopes and their intentions of winning the English Premier League. This is a match I also win but against Nottingham Forest, especially the Nottingham Forest team they are having a good season. It's going to be a very, very difficult match. But Arsenal traveling in the Forest, you can consider Arsenal double chance. Yes, Arsenal double chance in this particular fixture. Now let's talk about the Manchester United versus the Ipswich Town. Yes, if it was Manchester United in 2012, 2013, no one would have analyzed this match because it would have been an easy win. And the reason why a lot of attention will be on this particular fixture is Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim is one coach, personally, I believe in him. And with the work he did at Sporting CP, how he was able to build a team that can score a certain Pep Guardiola team by 4-1 is something we need to talk about. And now this coach is coming to the English Premier League and he's coming to coach Pep Guardiola's rival, which is Manchester United. And then Manchester United for Epamo Eric Ten Hag, Ruud van Nistelrooy take over. But after 4 matches, Ruud van Nistelrooy won 3 of those matches and drew 1, and they drew to Chelsea. and Ruben Amorim ever take over. That means with the good form now, Ruben Van Nistelrooy heading through Manchester United, you know, there was a Amorim starting from that particular place, and you're going to play a certain against a certain Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town and a good run in the Championship. By the English Premier League, they've been a shipping, but this is a Tottenham was before I'm here. The power be a yes, in the Manchester United, so we lose against Ipswich Town, especially as a new coach. This is a very, very good fixture. Wait to me, I will, you know, boost your confidence in the English Premier League. And I think the Manchester United with the new coach bounce and with new Ruben Amorim, new tactics, you know, with the three back. I mean, playing with 5 midfielders with a double pivot and having enough width on the pitch. Now, I think say Manchester United and the Ruben Amorim will be able to win this particular match. And the big match for the weekend is going to be at the Etihad Sports Stadium with Manchester City against Tottenham Hotspur. In the year 4 Cup, not Tottenham Hotspur actually Manchester City by 2-1. And a Honor Pep Guardiola losing streak started. And after that match, they've lost 4 matches in a row, which is unusual about Pep Guardiola and the team. But in Ochina, Tottenham Hotspur ever travel on a Sunday. Tottenham Hotspur ever travel at Manchester at the Etihad Sports Stadium. But good news for Manchester City, and they say Kevin De Bruyne will be available to start that particular match. You know, who's in the back line for Chelsea for Manchester City. We are going to see Manuel Akanji will recover. John Stones will recover to be able to start this match. In the a certain Kevin De Bruyne or available, but are creative for best striker. Now what me goals and Kevin De Bruyne a prior from the Manchester City setup. Haaland has always been struggling in front because on your suppliers, you know, from various teammates. Yes, we can talk of Foden. Foden and creative as compared to our friends like Kevin De Bruyne. And Roddy always be creative from the deep, you know, so and ACL are for the rest of the season. So the recovery of how these players has recovered at the right time against this Tottenham Hotspur match will be to me about my friends in Manchester City. And definitely at the Etihad Sports Stadium. Pep Guardiola is why extending the contract, which are obviously only making statements. I don't think that Pep Guardiola will be able can afford to lose 5 matches in a row, especially a team Chelsea ever form, Arsenal ever form, Liverpool so ever form. Obviously, we meet a league. Pep Guardiola obviously different league, for the 5th consecutive time. Can they do it? And if someone lose this match or China, I say that hopes a bit me Abaso. And then Liverpool and as lots in Kickoff also on Sunday we're playing against Southampton. Southampton, yeah. Yet in Liverpool ever struggle, yeah. So you can go for a straight win for Liverpool. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Albertine Sports. To subscribe and turn on post notification bell.